It starts with a sound. The groan of heavy, ornate brass doors shutting. A final slice of hotel lobby light is swallowed by the dim, wood-paneled interior of the elevator. For a moment, all you can hear is the low hum of electricity and the gentle sway as the cabin begins its ascent. 4 friends stand inside. Liam, holding his phone up, searching in vain for a signal. Maya, nervously fiddling with the strap of her bag. Ben, quiet and observant. And Chloe, a smirk playing on her lips. "You can feel it, can't you?" Chloe says, her voice just above a whisper. "The history." Liam scoffs, not looking up from his phone. "I can feel the 5-star prices for a 1-star hotel. This place needs a wrecking ball." "It's not just old, it's iconic," Chloe counters. "They say the original owner, a man named Charles Pfister, still roams the halls. As long as he doesn't charge for it, I don't care," Liam mutters. Maya pulls her jacket tighter. "I don't like it. It feels heavy in here." Ben, who has been staring at the floor indicator, finally speaks. His voice is flat. "Did anyone press 9? They all look up. The brass arrow is stuck between the numbers 8 and 10. The light for the 9th floor isn't lit. And then it happens. Not a lurch. Not a shudder. A dead stop. So sudden and violent it throws them all forward. The main lights in the car buzz loudly, flicker, and die. A moment of absolute, suffocating blackness. Then, a single emergency light clicks on, bathing the car in a pale, sickly red glow. The hum is gone. The sway is gone. There's only silence. A thick, waiting silence. They're trapped. And there are few fears more potent, more primal, than being trapped in a box. Section 1, the first sign. "Okay. Okay," Liam says, his voice a little too loud, a little too forced. He straightens his shirt, trying to be the leader. "Let's not panic. This is what the emergency button is for." He jams his thumb on the brass button marked with a bell. Nothing. He presses it again. And again. The silence just mocks him. "No power," Ben says, stating the obvious. "The emergency light's on its own battery. See? This is what I was talking about," Maya's voice trembles. "This place is a death trap." "It's not a death trap, Maya, it's a power outage in an old building," Liam retorts, prying at the doors with his fingertips. "The metal doesn't budge. We just need to wait. Someone will notice." Chloe hasn't moved. Her eyes are wide, scanning every corner of the small, red-lit space. "No," she whispers. "It's not a power outage." "Oh, here we go," Liam sighs, turning from the door. "Don't start with your ghost stories, Chloe. Not now." "It's cold," she says, ignoring him. "Did you feel that? The temperature just dropped." Liam rolls his eyes, but Ben subtly rubs his arms. He felt it, too. A sudden, unnatural chill that had nothing to do with the air conditioning. The kind of cold spot people always report in haunted places. That's when they hear the first sound. It's not from the hallway. It's from inside the car with them. From the small, grated speaker above the control panel. A faint crackle of static, and then a whisper. So faint it's almost imaginary. A single, drawn-out syllable that sounds like a sigh. "What was that?" Maya's voice is a squeak. "It's just static," Liam insists, though his eyes dart toward the speaker. "Faulty wiring." "No," Ben says, his gaze fixed on the control panel. "Look." The floor indicator, which had been dark, flickers to life. But it doesn't show a number. A single word burns in the old-fashioned display, lit in the same disturbing red as the emergency light. "HELP. The word hangs there for a moment, then vanishes. "This isn't real," Liam says, shaking his head. "It's a glitch. The electronics are fried." But there's no conviction in his voice. The fear of the unknown is a powerful thing, tapping into instincts that logic can't soothe. From the speaker, another sound emerges. Not a whisper this time. It's the sound of a woman, weeping softly. The sound is distorted and metallic, but the sorrow is unmistakable. It's a sound that seems to seep into the very walls of the elevator, a sound of deep and endless grief. Section 2, the story unfolds. Maya is now openly crying, huddled in a corner. "I want to get out. Please, just let me out of here." Chloe, You know the stories about this hotel, Ben says, turning to her. His usual calm is gone, replaced by a focused intensity. What aren't you telling us? Chloe takes a shaky breath, her eyes locked on the mirrored brass of the back wall. They don't like to talk about it. It happened in the 70s. A woman. She was attacked in this elevator. Left for dead. She gestures vaguely at the floor. The official story was that she died on the way to the hospital. But the legends. They say she died right here. Trapped between floors. Just like us. The weeping from the speaker stops. It's replaced by a voice, warped and echoing, as if traveling across a great distance. He said he lived on 13, the friends freeze. The voice is clear. Feminine. Filled with a chilling, hollow rage. Liam presses himself against the far wall, as far from the speaker as he can get. Who is that? Is someone on the intercom? He smiled, the voice continues, ignoring him. And held the door. The elevator gives a violent jolt. Not a drop, but a side-to-side shake, as if a giant hand is rattling the car. Maya screams. He had a knife, the word knife hangs in the air, sharp and brutal. Liam's skepticism finally shatters. His face is pale, his eyes wide with a terror that matches Maya's. The strain of being trapped is now compounded by a tangible, supernatural threat. Tell it to go away, Chloe. Maya sobs. You know about this stuff. Do something. I don't know how. Chloe stammers. They're just stories. I didn't think they were real. The lights flicker violently, and in the strobing darkness, they see it. For a fraction of a second, reflected in the polished doors, a figure is standing behind Ben. A woman with long, dark hair plastered to her face, wearing a drenched, old-fashioned dress. Her face is a mask of pure fury. They all cry out, stumbling back. When the light steadies, there's nothing there. But the image is burned into their minds. He said he was going to the stairs. The voice whispers, colder now, closer. And I would see him upstairs. The floor indicator lights up again. This time, it's a number. The number pulses, a dull, rhythmic heartbeat of red light. What does it want from us? Ben asks, his voice barely audible. The voice from the speaker answers, its tone shifting from sad to accusatory. No one helped. The doors closed. The alarm bell was silent. You stand where I fell. You breathe the air I lost. And you do. Nothing. The temperature in the car plummets. Frost begins to creep across the mirrored doors, spider-webbing out from the center. One always gets away, the voice hisses, the sound seeming to come from all directions at once. He got away. But not this time. This time. Someone stays. Section 3, the climax and the twist. A new sound fills the car. The groan of stressed metal. The elevator begins to vibrate with a terrifying, bone-jarring intensity. The emergency light sputters, threatening to plunge them back into total darkness. We're sorry. Chloe screams into the air. We're sorry for what happened to you. Sorry isn't enough. The voice shrieks, the sound peaking into a feedback screech that forces them to cover their ears. You feel what I felt. And then, they are falling. The floor drops out from under them. It's not a slide, it's a sickening, weightless plummet. Screams are torn from their throats, a single, unified sound of pure terror. The world is a blur of red light and their own flailing limbs. It stops as suddenly as it began, with a crash that throws them to the floor in a heap. The emergency light dies for good. They are in absolute, perfect blackness. Silence returns, broken only by ragged, panicked gasps for air. Is everyone okay? Liam's voice is a choked whisper from the darkness. A wet, gurgling sound answers him from near the door. Ben? Chloe calls out, her voice trembling. Maya? No one else responds. A moment later, a soft ding echoes through the car. The gentle, mundane sound of an elevator arriving at its destination. With a smooth, quiet hum, the brass doors slide open. Blinding white light floods the car, revealing the opulent hotel lobby. A concierge looks up from his desk, a polite smile on his face. The lobby is busy, normal. Liam is on his hands and knees, blinking against the sudden brightness. He scrambles to his feet and stumbles out of the elevator, gasping for air like he just surfaced from underwater. He turns back, his face a mess of confusion and relief. Come on. We're out. Let's go. He expects to see his friend scrambling out behind him. But the elevator car is empty. Liam stares into the vacant space, his brow furrowed. Chloe? Ben? He takes a step back toward the open doors, his relief curdling into a new, dawning horror. The doors begin to slide shut. As the gap narrows, the polished brass surfaces act as a mirror. And in the reflection, Liam sees them. Chloe, Maya, and Ben are standing inside the elevator. They are pale and still, staring straight ahead with empty eyes. And standing among them, a hand resting on Ben's shoulder, is the woman with the long, dark hair. In the reflection, she turns her head, and her lips pull back from her teeth in a triumphant, silent snarl. The doors close with a final, soft thump. Liam is alone in the bright, cheerful lobby. He looks from the closed elevator doors to his own trembling hands. He opens his mouth, but no sound comes out. Only the silent scream of a man who understands that his friends have checked out, but they will never, ever leave. If this story gave you the chills, don't forget to like and subscribe for more urban horror. Have you ever had a strange experience in an elevator? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, sweet dreams.